In the late 1960s, America was in the middle of a performance revolution. The streets were getting louder, the engines were getting bigger, and a new kind of machine was beginning to define freedom in its most mechanical form. Among all those roaring icons, one name rose above the rest, a name that still carries an almost mythical weight every time it is spoken: the Shelby GT500. There is something almost cinematic about the way it first appeared, as if it didn't just roll out of a factory, but arrived with a purpose already written into its body. Carroll Shelby had already proven himself by turning the Mustang into something far more aggressive than Ford ever imagined. But this machine was different. This was not just about speed anymore. It was about dominance, presence, and a kind of road-going authority that could silence everything around it the moment the ignition came alive. The foundation was a Mustang, but barely in spirit. What Shelby created was a transformation so deep that it felt like a different species altogether. The long hood stretched forward like a warning, the stance wider and more planted, as if the car refused to acknowledge anything smaller or weaker on the road. Every curve of the body carried intention. Even standing still, it looked like it was already moving. At the front, the twin grille openings gave it a focused stare, almost predatory, while the subtle Shelby badging reminded you that this was not built for decoration. It was built for consequence. The hood scoop sat bold and functional, feeding the massive engine beneath, a silent promise of what was waiting to be unleashed. Around the back, the clean yet muscular lines kept things purposeful, never exaggerated, never playful. This was a machine that meant what it showed. But the story of the GT500 is not only written in metal and fiberglass. It is also a story of ambition during a time when American performance was measured in raw emotion rather than refinement. Ford wanted to prove itself on the street and on the track, and Shelby was the man chosen to make that ambition real. Together, they created something that didn't just compete in the muscle car era, it helped define it. Open the door, and the mood shifts instantly. The interior is not about luxury in the modern sense. It is about focus. The cabin wraps around the driver with a sense of purpose, simple yet deliberate. The gauges sit deep and functional, giving clear, honest information rather than decoration. The steering wheel feels firm in the hands, direct and unfiltered, like a handshake from a machine that does not pretend to be gentle. There is a kind of honesty in the materials. Nothing feels unnecessary. You sit lower than expected, almost inside the machine rather than on top of it. The view forward is dominated by that long sculpted hood, reminding you that what lies beneath it is not tame in any way. Even the faint smell of fuel, oil, and aged materials adds to the experience, as if the car carries its history within its cabin. Then comes the moment that defines everything. Turning the key does not feel like starting a car. It feels like waking something that has been waiting. The big block engine responds with a deep, heavy rumble that quickly turns into a thunderous idle. It is not smooth, and it is not polite. It is alive in the most mechanical sense of the word. When you press the accelerator, the response is immediate and physical. The engine does not climb into power, it surges into it. The sound grows into a full-bodied roar that seems to shake the air itself. The car moves with weight, but that weight becomes part of its character. It does not pretend to be light or delicate. Instead, it uses its mass to feel unstoppable. On the road, the driving experience is a mix of intimidation and excitement. The steering is heavy, communicating every detail of the surface beneath the tires. The suspension is firm, almost unforgiving at times, but it gives the car a sense of stability when the speed builds. And when it does build, it builds fast enough to blur everything around you into motion and sound. There is a raw connection between driver and machine that modern cars often struggle to replicate. No filters, no artificial smoothing, just direct mechanical truth. Every shift of the gearbox is felt through the entire body of the car. Every acceleration pulls you deeper into the seat, and every deceleration reminds you that this is a machine built in an era where driving was meant to be an experience, not a convenience. Of course, with such performance and presence came a price that reflected its exclusivity. The GT500 was never meant to be an ordinary purchase. It sat above the reach of the average buyer of its time, positioned as something special, something aspirational. Owning one was not just about transportation, it was about identity. It was a statement that you were part of a very specific kind of automotive culture, one that valued power and emotion above everything else. In its time, it stood against some formidable rivals. Machines like the Chevrolet Camaro in its performance trims and the aggressive Dodge Charger models offered their own interpretation of American muscle. Even the refined power of the Corvette brought a different kind of prestige. Yet the Shelby GT500 carved its own identity by blending brute force with a racing pedigree that few others could match. It did not try to be balanced. It tried to be unforgettable. What made it truly special, though, was not just how it compared on paper, but how it made people feel. When it passed by, it demanded attention without asking for it. When it accelerated, it created a moment that lingered in memory long after the sound had faded. It was a car that did not need to prove itself twice. Even today, decades later, the Shelby GT500 still carries that same presence. It represents a time when cars were built with emotion as a primary ingredient, when engineers and drivers worked together to create something that felt alive in every sense. It stands as a reminder that automotive history is not just about progress, but about the moments that define passion. And as the engine note fades in your imagination, what remains is not just a memory of a car, but a feeling. A feeling of raw power, of mechanical honesty, of a machine that was never meant to be ordinary. The Shelby GT500 is more than metal and horsepower. It is a story that continues to echo through every enthusiast who has ever heard its name. If this journey through one of the most iconic American muscle cars ever built connected with you, take a moment to like the video, subscribe for more automotive stories like this, and share your thoughts in the comments about what car you would love to see brought to life next.